Liam, come get your plates. Hey!
See that slide over there? Yeah, I just found her over there. And a car was coming. Yeah, real life, okay? Her brothers let her out before I could get to the car. There's where she was. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. We're doing a whole lot of this. So I just dropped off Naomi. I have a personal goal of mine, and that's to completely lose my train of thought. That's how I feel in the morning. Oh my God. Okay, so I have a personal goal of mine, and that is to have like my hair and makeup done before the kids get up. And that obviously didn't happen today. I did take a shower. I did put on workout clothes because my other goal is I'm gonna do a 100-mile challenge and walk, ride, run every single day, including doing 3 days of CrossFit. So it didn't happen today. So I'm going to see if I can work on that this week, because my goal is to get up an hour early and to have things prepped and ready to go. So the problem I run into is I have issues with sleep sometimes. And so last night I woke up with a headache. I had to go oil up, and when I have a headache, I can't sleep. It makes the headaches worse, like way worse. So I ended up staying up, and then I don't up and work, and then I don't get back to bed until a couple hours before they wake up. So me wanting to get up an hour earlier, which means like 30 minutes of sleep, I have no desire to do that. So we're gonna have to do something about that. I have to admit that I did not put on sleeping oils last night, and that probably helped it. Next up is I'm on my way to get my car cleaned before I get home. That's one of those kind of eat the frog things. I'm trying to figure out why my face looks so swollen today. It's one of the first things that went down after I lost weight. But you know what? I started CrossFit yesterday, and in 24 hours, because of the trauma not working out, I haven't done CrossFit in so long. You guys know I put on 4 pounds last night. I'm so over that. I'm so over my body like reacting to exercise or changing diet like that. It drives me nuts. So anyway, yep, so I'm on my way. I'm gonna go get my car. I'm gonna detail my car. I'm gonna show you my car so you can feel really good about your life, because if you ever struggle with kids in a car, they will trash it. Now I'm gonna tell you, I do know moms that are like, oh, I don't let them eat any snacks, and we dump that car out every day and blah, blah. That's good for you, but here's the problem with us. We are a sports family. We literally live in this car. And so they get off of school, and we literally get dressed and leave. And we stay gone, sometimes 1, 2, 3 practices a night and a skills practice. And so they're going to have snacks at some point. It's just, because we don't eat dinner till later because of the sports. It's just not fair. So the crumbs get ground in the carpet and whatever, and it's really, really bad. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to pay somebody to steam clean it. I want to do it myself because it's just that bad. Like, I want to take my seats out, and I'm always disappointed. So the first step is I'm going to take and do my weekly vacuum, and you're going to die when you see it, because you're going to think, it's been like that for months. Nope, we vacuum it out weekly, and it gets trashed. So I am going to get on them about like picking up their crap before they get out every day. I just haven't been regimen about disciplining them on that, but that's got to happen because I can't stand it. Like, it literally, I look in the back seat, it makes me want to, yeah, that's how bad it is. All right, so we're on our way there, and we're going to get this car taken care of. Show you guys day in the life. I am overhauling this cabinet here. I am not a trinkety type person, but this was just like kind of thrown together since we've been here, and I wanted to have it more put together, I guess you could say. It still has some bare spots, but I'm definitely a less is more kind of person. So I've added, if you know me, I'm super frugal. Hobby Lobby is like the place when it comes to certain things for me, including hardware. I wanted something a little bit more modern than this, but they are so heavy and nice. These were on clearance, normally $4.99. I may spray them, but I may not. I kind of like how it grounds this built in, and that black glass has to go. And if you followed me for a while, you know that I've talked about changing it. They have the bubble glass up there. I actually used to do stained glass, so I know how to get this out and put a new glass in. I'm just stuck because I know why they put it there. This was not original to it. They put this there because it hides the components, but it's just awful. So I tried painting over it and it just cheapened it. So I will be replacing it. It's just whether or not I'm going to do a frosted glass. At first I wanted to do something maybe a little farmhouse, but I'm getting away from farmhouse style. It's more modern farmhouse. If I had my druthers, this house would be overhauled in a very modern style, but it just doesn't fit this house. So it'll probably be the next house. So anyways, anywho, until I decide, if you have any ideas about this, drop it in the comments. Know that you can get these hardware. Like I said, these were $142. They were $4.99 originally. Just go into Hobby Lobby on the clearance wall, and you'll be able to find, they have baskets of nice hardware. I'll be also redoing our butler's pantry. I've got some really nice, now those are more modern for the butler's pantry. That's gonna come up next, but I'm gonna also be painting the lower cabinets in there. So I'm off to clean my filthy kitchen. Please help me, somebody. We have puppies. They drive me crazy. They actually got they take the rolls off the spool every day. And my kids don't forget to put it up, so every day we go through this. Naughty. Ugh. Hey guys, I'm starting my kitchen rework. I am over this. So my kids empty the dishwasher, and I don't know what it is, but does anybody's drawers look like this? I swear we clean these out every other week, and they're filthy again. So I'm gonna give you some advice. This crap right here is awful. Throw this in the trash. Okay, so that was in here when we moved here, and it actually looked like it had just been put down. But as you can see under here, it is gross. Okay, and all of the crumbs from the top of the island fall down in here. So I'm gonna be replacing that with traditional, and listen, I've used the other ones that are like non-slip, puffy, cost $1 million. They slide. I don't care what they say unless you try to tack them down. So we're gonna be replacing this with traditional contact paper that I can wipe down weekly with these kids, and the crumbs don't fall between, and I don't have to vacuum it, okay? Yeah, go to do those drawers, and this little turkey went in there and got a loaf of bread. I'm gonna kill this dog. Ugh. So when you're putting this, the key is turning it upside down so that the ruler margin is on the outside. It just makes it easier for you to mark it. Take your pencil and mark it, and then cut it to peel and stick it. Okay, so the other tip I have is start unpeeling it about 2 inches down, stick it in the back of the drawer, leave the rest of the contact paper on, and then you just, see how I have it in my hand, you just unroll it that way. Once you get it stuck square in the back, it's easy to put down, okay? And you just put it in little by little, and then you just roll all of the air bubbles out. Oh, that's so cute. Voila. Uber cute. All right, let's get these cups back in here. I wanted to say too, when you have multiple children like I do, you see these get messed up. I'm gonna show you a spray that we're gonna use to clean that off. These actually need to be touched up, but we'll do that at a later date. But when you have multiple kids, and so the dishwasher is here, you want to think of logistics, not having them carry things back and forth, which is why we have cups down at the bottom. The next one is kids' plates, and the next one here is like disposable plates and plasticware, and this is where we keep our silverware. My baby daughter is older and she knows not to touch these. So this may not be a great idea if you have, you know, really small kid, but she really never messed with these in the drawer. You could always put a kid lock. But I love having things in drawers. I'm gonna show you another tip that I had. So this is another tip I had that was one of my favorite finds. Now I'm just showing you real life. This is what the only downfall with it is you have to make sure that all of the caps get closed. But it does the same thing in your regular cabinet. So I'm gonna vacuum this out real quick and wipe these down. These are little rubber liners. I got them at clearance on Target. I'll link them. They have them on sale at Amazon. I already put a new liner in this drawer, but they vacuum up really quickly. But having the spices in the drawer is way better and less messy than it is having them up on the shelf where you can't see them, even when they're on those risers. I still had issues where a kid would take a spice off, all of them would fall down. This keeps them really nice and neat. Okay, so this is a really great idea. Like I said, you cut these strips to fit, and then when you clean them, I'm gonna show you how easy it is. All right, mommies, I'm going to be doing, this is a quick dinner, okay? And you'll thank me later. Okay, so all I have is a bag of, these are beef meatballs. Try to get high quality ones. There you go, throwing them in there. I have Head Country, so you can get your bottle of barbecue sauce, and then Very Teriyaki sauce. They also make one that is from Trader Joe's. It's called something else, but it's the same thing. So I put a half a cup of the teriyaki sauce because it can be very full of sodium, and about a cup and a half of barbecue sauce in here. Mix it up. There you go, pour it right in, okay? These are frozen meatballs, they are not unfrozen. And then I have a can here of mandarin oranges. There you go, that's it, okay? We're gonna take that and stir them, getting them covered with the barbecue sauce. Okay, so we stirred it all together, and I'm just gonna add a good squirt of sriracha sauce in there. And that's it. It just adds a real rich flavor to it. I'm gonna cover this, and okay, so I'm gonna set my pressure cook. I'm gonna press pressure cook, and you're gonna decrease the time to 10 minutes. And it'll start on its own. This brand starts on its own. I have another brand where you have to press start. But once you set the time, it'll beep, letting you know that it's on, and it's gonna build pressure. Just making sure that you have your pressure valve closed, okay? Also, we're gonna be serving this over rice and steamed broccoli. I'm gonna be cooking the rice in here. So normally, traditionally, when you do rice, you do a 2-to-1 ratio where it's 2 parts water, 1 part rice. So in this, because it's a sealed system, you're gonna do 2 cups of, you do a 1-to-1 ratio basically. So you do 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of water, a sprinkling of salt, and a little bit of oil. And you set it, and you just push the rice setting, and it'll cook it automatically for you. So for my family of 6, we'll do 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of water, salt, and a sprinkling of oil. Press the rice button, and it's good to go. Okay, so here's how it comes out after you do a 10-minute pressure cook. It's got a nice juice on it, and I just added a tablespoon of honey to it. It was a little bit on the acidic side, like vinegary tasting, and now it's perfect, okay? So that is it, your easy, like teriyaki / barbecue meatballs, but they're awesome. Put them over some jasmine rice, steam me some broccoli, and you'll be good to go. That's your 10-minute meal for today.